What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Trey Vito. We are back with another episode of the Vitoverse, man. I'd like to welcome my co-host, Sandstorm.
Yo, yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's it going today over there?
It's pretty good, pretty good. It's a wild one, but we finally here at the weekend. It's the weekend.
For real, for real. So, last Sunday we had the Super Bowl, and of course, during the Super Bowl, there's a lot of commercials, and in those commercials, you might have some reveals of some new movies coming out. So, of course, they had some pretty interesting ones, man. So, we actually gonna take a look at those today. But first, for my icebreaker, hold on real quick. For my icebreaker, in our culture, in the hip hop culture or whatever like that,
Uh-huh.
this is it's a ongoing thing, I guess. When we go to an event, when we go to a party, say that you at like a frat party or you at the club or something like that,
Yeah.
they play a song where the first note or couple of like little melodies of that startup
Uh-huh.
happens,
Uh-huh.
and the whole place just lose their mind, right? Yeah,
Uh,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Down here in the South, we got a whole bunch of them. I ain't gonna lie, we got a whole bunch. Back in like the early 2000s, what that crunk era, we had a lot. We had a lot. But I want to start off. I want to see how far this spectrum actually kind of reached. Did it reach Michigan? Because at times I thought it did, but I don't know if it has. So what I'm gonna do right now. So whoever's watching, whoever's gonna watch this, if you're from the South, you know. If you are from anywhere else, please type in the comments. Let me know. Is this one of those get it started type songs for y'all too? But I'm gonna play this real quick. Let me see if I can pull up this audio. Ah. Here we go. Here we go. All right, all right, all right. I gotta remember how to do this real quick. So bear with me,
Um,
guys. Bear with me.
go to present.
Yep, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Let's see.
I was gonna say there's a few classic ones. Um, you got boom 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 boom.
Dude.
Um,
Yeah.
let's see.
Here we
What am
go.
Go ahead.
I got one for you. All right, hold on. Not this, guys. Bear with me, bear with me.
We're waiting.
But
Chicken, chicken, chicken head.
Chicky head.
what? Yo, when that all right, come on. Oh,
Yeah.
the club going crazy,
Yeah.
or the party going crazy. And what you'll see, this the only time that the club or the party is divided, girls versus boys, because they're gonna have like an interaction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little back and forth or whatever like that. So I was just thinking of that, and I was like, does that happen in Michigan? Did y'all ever experience that part? Because like we turn up when that come on. When that come on, the girls go over that side with their little girlfriends and they get on their little stuff. We over here the dudes, we getting it in and stuff like that. We pointing back and forth at each other, rapping like we the ones rapping. So how was it up there with that
Okay.
type of?
So that song didn't hit like that for us up in Michigan. I mean, don't get it twisted. A lot of people listen to that song. A lot of people like that song, but it wasn't in the club like that. If we had a back and forth type of deal, It was somebody playing, like somebody had dropped No Scrubs and then turn around and drop No Pigeons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
like something like that, or what's another one that's like a back and forth joint? I wanna lick you from your,
Oh yeah, that Ludacris.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They know that.
Right.
Uh, I mean, yeah, those are the two that have come straight off the top.
Yeah.
That girlfriend. What's that song? The one with Alicia Keys and Usher. Yeah,
Oh, my boo. Yeah,
Yeah,
my boo.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would go back and forth, obviously
Okay.
for a different reason.
Yeah.
So we had a few like that, but most of it was like, you would drop the joint and like I don't know how they did it in the South, but they like to play with you. They like to play with you up in Michigan. So, like for instance, you could get right. Okay, so the most popular one, and I'm gonna say of all time, most popular of all time is this one right here. This is how we do it. Most popular of all time. You will yell out that at any point, and everybody knows where it's about to go.
Right.
Now, in Michigan, they will play with you.
Uh-huh.
Like, this is how we do it,
Yeah.
and instead they'll drop another hit, instead of that joint. So you get the da 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 doom, at the beginning, da da doom, but it won't be this is how we do it. Instead,
Right.
you might get this is how we do it, and then right on the rap part, you might get what's my man's on there? Who's on there? What's his name? The one with the patch. What
Are
is
you
it?
talking about Slick Rick?
Slick Rick. So
Yeah.
instead, you might actually get Slick Rick's Once Upon a Time,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
actual version. And
Uncle
then you'd be
Ricky.
like, yeah. You'd be like, wait a minute. Wait, where's the this is how we do it part? And then at the end, they'll like cut his part and then give you the this, and then you be like, oh, okay, I see what you did. That's how they like to play with you,
Yeah.
or you'll get a what's another well-known hit?
Hey, I got you though. I'm actually do one for you better.
Okay.
What do you want?
Ah, these commercials.
What a job.
Bear with me,
All
guys.
day. Commercials all day. Okay, this is a perfect example right here. This song drops right here, and you know what the worst part is?
Cash
What's
Money
that?
Records
You
taking
have to
over
wait
for
for
the
the Cash Money
99 and the
record part to
2000.
drop, right? Because you don't know if this is the Drake one or if this is the Juvenile
Oh
one.
yeah,
So
true,
you have to be like, okay, it's the Juvenile one. Okay, man, you know what I'm saying? Because
Hey, down here, they ain't finna play that. They ain't finna like mess with you like that. They finna play the original one. You know why?
Mhm.
As soon as you hear that doom, 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 dog, you'll see dudes looking around. They trying to find a girl. Get right behind her. Get right behind her and be like, They trying to get that dance. Trying to get that dance on, man.
Now, all of them are not like that, but it is definitely some of them DJs that you be like, yo, back there, back there. and then the break come on,
They're like,
and you be like,
Like,
but what's funny is they'll take they won't even finish his first verse. They'll phase it out.
Uh-huh.
No. Gotta be the man. You know what I'm saying? It's way different, bro.
Yeah.
They don't messing with you like that. You be like, hey, I was really gonna be mad at you, but you played that. You came through. You
came through. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. And then down here, all my Southerners, yo, for real, you can't have a party without this. For those that like are a different race, You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be white. It can be Asian, Hispanic, this and the third. When you in a party with a black person and this come on, get out the way. Get out the way. Real talk, get out the way. That's all you see. That's all you see. Then the fight break out. Boom, 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 boom. Oh.
Yeah. So time out. So because this is another one of those songs. You have to look around the room and be like, all right, are all these cats my age or are they younger than me? Because if they're younger than me, then they're playing the other joint. What's the other joint?
What I don't know.
Whatever the dance is.
Yeah. I forgot what that was, man. That one just missed me.
Is it Juju? One of them.
I think so. Whatever it was.
One of
I
them.
was like,
so that's
they came out with that. They messed that thing up, man.
That's why you got to watch out. Because when I specifically remember when that song came out. Now and it was my stepson. He was like, "Yo, listen to this song." He's like, "I really like the dance to this." And in my head, I'm thinking, "There's no dance for Nuck If You Buck." I was like, he was like, "Yeah, listen to it." And I really like the beat too. And I'm thinking like, when did you get into Nuck If You Buck? And he's like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, yo, this is Nuck If You Buck. And right. No, this is whatever that song was. And I'm like, nah, this is a really old joint. Like, I'm surprised you know what this is. And they're like, right. No, oh well, they must have took their song and made. I was like, no. They took their song and made something off of that.
Right.
Two different songs. But yeah, you gotta if you up in Michigan, I would say even the Northwest, the Midwest, you gotta be cautious on some songs. You gotta do one of these. Like, what you really trying to play? What's that joint that you really trying to drop? Because if you dropping what I think you dropping, I'm about to go hype. But if you're not dropping what I'm dropping, like, I might throw this glass at you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might get my Coke and rum, and not because I think you a hot DJ. You know, it's just one of those, man.
Right.
In the South, they must be a little more. That's what they call a Southern hospitality. They know what you want.
You might have a DJ to do a little mix. You know what I mean? You got to see what's you know what I'm saying, like where the original comes from. So they might do a little mix. It's age, like you said, it's age, but it's guaranteed they're gonna play the original because they knew what it did. It's part of our culture. You know what I'm saying? It's part of our club scene, so they got to play the original. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at one point though, Nuck If You Buck. A couple other songs. We probably do that on another icebreaker. Some of the other ones, you know what I'm saying, that get you kind of hyped or whatever. But like these songs were like our version of punk rock. You know what I mean? Like we'll have our own type of mosh pit. It ain't like the punk rock mosh pit though, because those go in. I've been in one. I'm like, oh no. This is not gonna fly, but it's something similar. And when you start getting into like the Southern hospitality stuff, that goes out the window when that song Nuck If You Buck come on. A couple other songs, there's some that's gonna be like, let's get it. But definitely that's a point of the party where you definitely gotta watch out. You got to watch out. Down here, you got to watch out.
I would say it was the same. It was the same when Nuck If You Buck came around. Like, everybody would look at everybody like, you know what I'm saying? But that culture, at least where I'm at, that culture really changed because that would really actually start off fights and stuff like that. And that wasn't good business for the bars that were trying to entertain and get the most people, especially because we live around a college. That wasn't really like a good look for them. So they kind of really tried to phase out or move away from a lot of the crunk. A lot of the I'm not gonna say darker because that's not the right word I want to use, but a lot more um, rap that wasn't close to pop, or rap that wasn't like in your top 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that scene, just as far as where I'm at, that scene kind of moved away. Detroit would still hold that down, but they still had restrictions. If I remember correctly, they still had restrictions too.
Mm.
And it was like you could play that joints, but you couldn't play joints like that back to back. Like they
Right.
would have to be spaced out for the same reason. So
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, man, I think that's what I'm gonna start doing now, man. I'm gonna set off our episodes with something that's gonna just get us hyped. You know what I mean? Just bring that culture, that nostalgia, man. I was at work just thinking about it. I was like, man, we got to get this little, we got to get this channel jumping. You know what I mean? We
mhm.
got to, we got to kind of spruce it up. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do now for our icebreakers, man. We're going to sit up here and either go down memory lane or do a quick listen to a new song or a song or something like that. We're gonna really kind of just infuse the music situation. Of course, on this channel, I will be having my own reaction videos to songs, maybe videos, music videos, or something like that. But I think what we'll do is we'll listen to a song real quick as an icebreaker and take it from there, man. Just get hyped because it's Friday and I like to do mines on Friday. So I want everybody to be excited it's Friday, man. You know what I mean? So, all right, man, let's get into the show. Lord have mercy. That Super Bowl was crazy. I
I Go ahead.
um I was a little disappointed. I was pulling for Philly, man. I was actually pulling for Philly. I have some friends and family from Philly and all this other stuff. So and on top of that, I just love the city of Philadelphia, man. Shout out to Philly. I was pulling for them, but there was so much controversy besides the game, because that was a good game. Shout
Yeah.
out to the Kansas City Chiefs, man. They did their thing. Congratulations to all that won. But one of the talking points of that was Rihanna, and
Oh
that
god.
that was crazy. Like the reveal, because thing in my mind is, yeah, she just had a baby not too long ago, but I'm like, okay, yeah, her stomach should be gone by now. So when I saw that stomach again, I was like, I had to turn to somebody. I was like, hey, how long does it take for your stomach to go down after the baby comes out? What,
Mhm.
how does that work? How does that? It just dawned upon us. Yeah, she's
Pregnant again. Yeah.
ASAP.
I
ASAP.
think I think you have to wait 9 weeks or something like that, and they may
Oh
have not
yeah.
have. They may have
Okay.
not have.
Yeah. I mean, his name ASAP for a reason, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We see it. We see it.
Right.
Hey, we understand now, ASAP Rocky. We understand that. You
Hmm.
was not wasting no time. But anyway, other controversy or not controversial, other talking points of the Super Bowl were the commercials, of course. You know what I mean? That's
Hmm.
part of our traditions. And we have something we're gonna start off with one that I wasn't expecting. The other two I actually was, but we'll start off with one that I was not actually expecting, and it didn't like totally throw me off. But I have my opinion about this series because for me, it's gone on long enough. But to be fair, lately they have been doing a good job tying in the old movies to this.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
um, let's take a look at let's see. Here we go. All right, got to get this queued up just right. Let's take a look at Fast 10. That's the new one coming out. So um again, I have my opinions on it. I really don't think that it still should be going on. You know what I mean? Paul
I
Walker's
don't
gone.
either.
Not just that Paul Walker's gone. They didn't really kind of like send him off like
Mm-hmm.
as far as like his character being, you know, not here no more or whatever like that, because he's really physically not here. Um, I feel that they could have did something. They may do something on this one, but they have taken this franchise very far, man, and I think it's too far because
Mm-hmm.
it's starting to lose its substance of what it originally was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was street racing. It was this
Street racing.
street, yeah, like this culture that still goes on to this day, and now it's turned into this spy James Bond group.
Of over the top
Ocean, yeah,
ridiculousness.
yeah, like Ocean 11 type stuff. So it's like, come on, guys, can we stop? Can we, find something new maybe or something? Like y'all
Mhm.
just, and then like characters that's killed off, but then they're not.
They're not really killed off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they come back, and you're like, "What in the world? I thought you was dead, man. Like what is going on?" So, I don't know if this is gonna be one that I'm gonna rush to go see, but I'm definitely I'll watch it when it comes out streaming. You know what I mean? Like, but it has an interesting twist to it. Like I ain't gonna front this trailer had me like watching it during the Super Bowl, like, oh
Hmm.
wow, hold on. So let's take a look at this real quick.
I know that this road has been very hard. And yet here you are, building this magnificent family.
Oh, dude, got the braids.
What's
There.
going on in that head of yours?
So
All right, back to the Braves.
He said, Dad, they're not afraid of anything. But I am. I'm afraid of losing someone I love.
Dominic Toretto. You're about to learn all about fear. Boom.
Okay, all right, cool. Let me point this out. Jason Momoa, I feel, is a very talented actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
But lately, there's stuff that he's been put in that just doesn't fit, right? This right here seems right, so I'm glad they actually casted him in this. I really feel he should have been in this a long time ago, though. You know what I mean? I don't know when he started to act or whatever, but to me,
Jason Momoa was actually I know some people don't know this, but he was in the original cast of Baywatch with
oh, for real?
David Hasselhoff, yeah, and all the rest of them. Young
That's
Jason
crazy.
Momoa, he's skinny and everything.
Oh, that's crazy. I did not
Yeah.
know that. I did
Yep.
not know that. But I really feel, man, like he fits the mold of this. Like I don't know what it is. I think it's like a what they based out in L.A. or whatever. Like he has like this like L.A. feel to him sometimes. Like that. I don't know. It's just weird. I just feel like he should have been a part of this franchise from the get go. But I'm glad they got him in here. So, here also too, I like to say like when we're doing our reactions and stuff, we're gonna pause it so you guys can hear us instead of talking over the video and stuff. So let's get back into it.
Built such a beautiful life, filled with love and family.
I never got that chance.
You stole that from me. My future. My family.
Wait, so okay, it looks like they're gonna do some kind of like flashback type stuff.
Yeah, they trying to put Paul Walker. I don't know if I agree with it, but they're trying to flash back and make Jason Momoa like
Like he
seem
been
like
there the
he
whole
was,
time.
yeah, like he was in it the whole time. Like you took my money, like you did all this to me.
Mm.
I was there for everything.
right,
that you
right.
did, even when Paul was around. Because at first I was like, I seen his wife, well, who would be his wife in this, and I'm like, how they gonna bring her back if like she's with him? And then, like you said, the flashbacks come in. You like, okay, so y'all gonna try and make some money off of Paul? Okay,
Yep.
I see.
Yep.
Mm,
Like I said, man, I he's not here, so for them to do that, it just feels weird.
it does, man. I don't like when they do that Because to me, it feels like you trying to get because he like had a legacy in this,
Yeah.
and it's like you trying to get extra money off of somebody who's not around anymore,
Right.
and not in the same way with like we have like the Biggie movie or the Pac movie. Or like even well, no, this is exactly like that. When they do the hologram of like Michael Jackson and stuff like that. That's what
Oh
it
yeah.
feels like, and
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like it's cool to see from a technical sense, but somebody's making money off of somebody who's dead, and like
Right.
those royalties aren't going to somebody else because
Right.
technically it's not them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so they don't have to pay for that. You
Mhm.
don't put. I mean, I'm sure in the credits you'll get like shout outs to Paul or we love you Paul or something like that. But
Oh
like
yeah. Yeah.
like somebody's making money off of that.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just me. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man.
And now, I'm gonna break yours. Piece by piece.
Not the Bone Thug, cuz.
How many times are gonna run this song, man? It's a classic. How many times we need to run this song?
Hey, hey, but still though, you know that's the song, man.
Yeah,
It's
Notorious
perfect.
Bone.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Matter of fact, might send chip. This might actually change my mind on when I go see this. Because
All I'm gonna say is this better be the last one. Don't
yeah, for real, man. This better. Please, 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 please.
don't turn it into a Final Fantasy situation.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah.
He's coming for you with everything.
What's the plan, Dom?
I'm not sure anymore.
One of us might not come back from this. But we have to fight.
Never accept death when suffering is owed.
Armed and dangerous. Ain't too many get back with us. Label us notorious.
It's a setup.
He's trying to tear us apart.
Our situation is fight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run?
Winning used to be about winning. We raced for respect. Today, I raced to stop the bloodbath.
That's the problem with having such a big family. How do you choose the ones you save?
Let's race. Ain't too many get back with us. Label us notorious.
You still know how to drive? What do you think?
It's showtime.
Here we go!
Game recognizes game.
Oh, that was quick.
I'm coming for you, son.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's my car. I love that car in the
Here
original.
they come.
You will never be able to break my family.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Get out of here.
Good morning, sunshine.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh my gosh, right. Yeah.
Oh, so it is the end. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I wanted to say something, and I might have lost transition of what I was thinking. I was gonna say this one looks a lot more grounded.
Yeah, yeah.
Compared to the past ones. I mean, they still look like they got some over the top. Obviously, that car ain't about to pull two helicopters off like that. Like that ain't about to happen.
Hey, for real, man. That's yeah. A lot of those stunts. I mean, when they start going into like what Fast, maybe not 3, maybe because 3 was Tokyo Drift.
No. I could tell you exactly when it started. It was Fast 7, because 6 was the last one that Paul Walker was in.
Okay, yeah.
Was
Okay.
it 6
All
that
right.
he was in? It might have
Was it
been
5?
5. It might have
that
been
was 5.
5. Yeah, 5 was the last one that was. No, it was 6, because after, I mean, Paul Walker was in 5. That was the last one he played in. But the one that was after that one was the one that was when what's her name, Lenny comes back.
Okay,
Because she died in
okay.
5, or she was like dead in
Right.
5. That was the whole deal with 5. So when she came back in 6, it was still relatively grounded, but that's when they started taking off with the ridiculousness. So it really started
Right.
like getting real over the top in 7.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say to the Fast movies
Right.
is that they were aware of what was the times. So like when 1, 2, and 3 came out, during that time, like racing was big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Fast and the Furious really made that scene. But like 1, 2, and 3, like there was video games about racing. You know, you had your Need for Speeds Underground.
Oh yeah.
You know, Blacklist came out. You had
Midnight Club.
Midnight Club. Thank
Shit.
you, Midnight Club. Coming out. Everybody was trying to come out with like some sort of dark racer. You know, that underground, you know, street type of racer. So like when they came up with those movies, that's why they hit so hard, because they were just like the movie versions of the, you know, the games and the kind of scene that we was kind of living.
Right.
But the racing scene didn't really like last like that. And
Right.
so they were kind of aware and was like, you know, like we got to do something else, because these movies aren't going to sell like they are if we just keep doing like racing, you know,
Yeah, like
straight up
like actual
racing.
street. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it was cool that they like try to change it up, but like some of the stuff, I feel like they were like, well, let's just go over the top. And somebody was like, yeah, that can sell. And they got away with 1, but they're like, we can sell more if we just go stupid over the top. Like nobody else is going like so far over the top that you like, man, yeah, right. But I'll still watch this though. So, but like now, you know, we're at 10. So from 6 or 7 to 10 and getting the same way over the top. And that's not even including like Hobbs and Shaw, you know. What's the one with my man's with The Rock? Didn't he have 1 too? Like was he like, you know,
I think it was like either 7 or 8 where he was like,
let's take it back to Hawaii or whatever, you know, that deal.
oh no, was it? I think that was Hobbs and Shaw, right?
Was that Hobbs and Shaw? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, man. The Expendables stopped at 3, I think. So, you know, and they was over the top too. So it's just,
Right.
I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be a good movie, but it probably won't be something I watch.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll probably wait on that. You know, until it starts streaming, because it'll probably start streaming within months after it being released. But definitely, I the way I feel about it, like I said, we already said like Paul's gone, you know what I mean? And this will be, if they're doing flashbacks and this is the last one, okay, I think I can accept it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Just trying to just wrap it up and pay homage, and you know, just kind of pay homage to how this started, because honestly, the idea that they're working for the government. We have to keep that in mind. They are working for the government in these films, and that was the whole thing about 1 through what?
1
3?
through 4, 3, yeah.
Yeah, like you know, they street. You know what I mean? There's no
Yeah.
snitches, there's no cops, and you know, there's no rats, there's no dirtiness, and all this other stuff. Like Paul's character and Vin's character, you know, Dom, they had a falling out because he was the police. Tyrese's character in the second one had a falling out with Paul's character because he was the police. So
He was
you know,
the police.
for them to work for the government now
Mm-hmm.
as agents and stuff, technically you're the police. So technically now you done made them like street criminal gangsters.
Yeah, yeah.
Now they're redeemed themselves. Now they're like James Bond and Jason Bourne and all that. You know what I mean? like it to me, that over the top. It was a little much. That's why I'm kind of like, yo, please wrap this up. Wrap this up.
Yeah, it's gotta be over with.
Yeah, definitely. Like spinoffs are cool. You know what I mean? I love that Hobbs and Shaw. It was kind of funny. You know.
I like the fact that was over the top too, but I like the fact that
I'm Black Superman.
yeah, it was like it. I won't say it was grounded. It was just like their dynamic was a lot more funny.
Right. And it made sense. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, one con man or super whatever he is, and then you
Yeah.
have a agent, and of course you know The Rock when he does stuff, man, it has to be big, it has to be action packed. You know what I mean? He has to have the over the top craziness.
right.
But they did bring some elements that, like you said, was well grounded. Like even going back to Hawaii and hooking up with his brothers and fighting the Samoan way. Like to see that, it was like, okay, yeah, now you're bringing some culture in. Now you're kind of like you're grounding this thing. You know what I mean? You're not going too far over the top because you had Idris Elba in there talking about he's Black Superman and it's looking crazy. He had
I he had the bike. Yeah, he had the bike doing all the the joint, and I'm like, what? Okay.
So I'm glad they're wrapping it up. They can go on to their spinoffs now. We'll love to see The Rock do crazy stuff or whatever you want to do. You can even put Vin in some crazy stuff. I mean, you know, him as an action star is definitely, still well accepted. So
I thought at first when I saw Fast X, I wasn't thinking of Fast 10, but I was like, oh dang, they're making another Triple X movie.
Oh yeah, that's right because he was I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But then I seen it, and then I was like, oh no, never mind.
Yo, so speaking of Vin Diesel, let's get into his next movie that he has.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Star-Lord. I formed the Guardians. Met a girl, fell in love. That girl died, but then she came back. Came back a total dick.
Oh, please. He left out some important information, but that is the gist of it.
I get the same old dreams.
Yo, before we get further in it, hey, I gotta say, Marvel took a big gamble with this select few, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy was, including me. When they did this, they made this almost the most popular part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. People love these movies. So for them to make this long-awaited 3, man, I'm excited for it, man. So just know I'm going to be pausing, looking at this, getting excited. Man, it looks like it's going to be great. There's going to be some sad elements. There is some spoilers. People are saying that the first trailer kind of spoils something, hinting to something. But, man, I'm excited to see where this unfolds. You know what I'm saying? Because Guardians of the Galaxy, they brought us Thanos. People don't even realize that. We didn't see Thanos outside of Guardians of the Galaxy, besides that one end credit scene where, he, happened to be at the end of it. I forgot which one it was. I think it was Avengers. But they brought us Thanos. So for, this to kind of be their last as the team as we know it, as this team that we introduced that we love, they're going to go out with a bang. So this is another wrap-up type of movie as well. So I just want to kind of put that out there.
Same time every night. Fall to the ground and I wake up. My sacred mission is to create the perfect society.
Yo, cuz, hold on, man. What did he have going on with his? Did just
The back of his head, like he was an
Yeah.
android. Yeah.
man, yo, that was crazy. Like, hey, ain't that my dude from Peacemaker? You ever watch Peacemaker?
Mm-mm.
Ah, man, you gotta watch it, man. It's funny. It's funny. It's on HBO Max. I think that's the DC whatever. But yeah, his head, his face, like it was just plastered on there. Like that looked it weird.
He didn't want to make things perfect.
Oh, Baby Rocket. So this is the creative Rocket. Okay.
He just hated things the way they are.
I want you all to know that I'm grateful to fight beside my friends.
Incinerate them.
He just jumped on a board?
We were always searching for a family until we found each other.
Oh, so I gotta add as I'm watching this right now, which I gotta rewind that back because they got one of my favorite characters in this thing now. If you didn't watch the holiday special, do yourself a favor and watch that. There's gonna be some key elements in this movie that has connections to that holiday special. Holiday special was just a little goofy something, but there's characters that's in the holiday special that I just saw. Cosmo being one, the space dog. So definitely watch that. On top of that, there was a reveal that was pretty cool on the holiday special about Quill and Manta. So definitely check that out.
Each other.
Are you ready for one last ride?
We'll all fly away together.
Into the forever and beautiful sky.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What was that? Who was they carrying? Was that Peter? Oh, that was. Oh,
Full
snap.
sky.
Whoever it was that you were in love with, it sounds more like her.
Her? That's ridiculous.
Do not bring me into the movie.
Knock it off!
What?
Just never noticed how black your eyes were.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
He picked a pretty set.
Tell me something.
All right, man. So, definitely. What's your thoughts on that coming out?
I don't think Peter is dead. I think it's one of those funny moments, actually, to be honest with you. Just like how they he must have got like poisoned or paralyzed or something like that, and they had to carry him. It's interesting because they're closing chapters of all of like the old Avengers. So it's just interesting that they're closing the chapter on the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if that means like all of them are gone or if a couple of them will stay because Manta hasn't been around for that long. Groot is just getting older. He's still not a grown up yet like he was back in the first one. Gamora is just like now returning, so as you can see now they got the sidekick dog. I don't know what her name is.
Who?
The sidekick golden retriever.
That's Cosmo. That's what I was saying.
Cosmo, thank you.
Yep.
So like you've got new people in this movie and stuff, and maybe their roles aren't as big, but like it just seems like if the Guardians are gone themselves, if they break up or something, like I feel like some of them will still be around. But like as far as the movie goes, I mean, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. You're gonna expect a lot. You're gonna expect a good time at the very end. So
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited because they got my main man, Adam Warlock. I've been waiting on him since they actually teased him back in
the original, no, the second Guardians.
even further back, Thor, I think it was Dark World. At the end cutscene when they went to go see the Collector, there was a cocoon in the back.
Yep.
So people didn't even realize that it was so quick, and it didn't look the same like it did on the end of Volume 2. But I've been waiting on him because actually, in one iteration, he actually becomes one of the team members. So my predictions in this is, of course, he's going to be fighting, the Guardians and stuff like that. He saw some of those little action scenes real quick. But I really think that he's going to, join up with the team once he finds out, their morals and what they're, stand for, what they're doing and stuff like that. Of course, it's going to be somebody that dies, or if they don't die, they're actually going to, split them up some form of fashion. Somebody might stay somewhere to make sure that their place is, that they're protecting something or whatever. You know what I mean? So I feel like if someone does not die, they're just going to split. On top of that, it's very interesting to know that Quill is actually half celestial. So Quill is not going anywhere. Manta can't go anywhere. That reveal during the holiday special, that makes her, like she can't go anywhere either. So if anything, I think it's going to be an unexpected, and I have a prediction that it might be Drax. You know what I mean, that's just my opinion.
I mean, it very well could. We've heard rumors that he's trying to move on to stuff anyway.
Yeah, and plus on top of that, his whole reasoning in being with the Guardians in the first place, or at the time, was to kill Thanos. Thanos is gone, so he can,
right?
He can go. So that's my predictions on that. So now this is what I've been excited for. Sandstorm, you know me. You know I'm a DC fan before Marvel. Even though I love Marvel to death, I'm a DC fan before Marvel. And one of my favorite characters is actually featured in this trailer. So, man, I'm excited to watch this real quick. So, let's get into it, man. This is The Flash.
You can go anywhere. Another timeline. Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again.
Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets.
It's my face. You stole my face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be.
Bruce, I could fix things.
You could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening.
Okay, so that's cool. They're bringing back the Ben Batman, still connecting that DCU. So, of course, we know the rumors that the DCU they've been kind of disbanding.
They've been disbanded, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem I have with all this. None of this matters. So like, and that's really hurtful to say because like the only people I think who are still, well, for fact that we know are still around is him.
Yeah. Which that was actually shaky because of his incidents.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to me. And then Shazam. Those are the only two that are still around, and both of those movies are coming out. And you like, What's
Did they
the
cancel
point?
the Aquaman too?
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah. All of that, especially with what's her name? You know, the whole, yeah,
Johnny Depp's ex-wife.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like now it's like, yeah, these movies. I guarantee you, this movie is going to be great as we continue to watch it. But I guarantee you, this movie is going to be great. But at the end of the day, it's like, what's the point? Y'all not building towards anything. Like all y'all really doing for the Flash at this point is trying to collect back the money that you spent trying to make the movie in the first place. Like that's the only thing I could really think of, like, as to why you would keep it going. Like fan service, yeah. And I feel like even if they were to make, like, you know, start all over, which it sounds like they were trying to do, is start all over with the whole Justice League thing. Like, this guy's kind of iconic for Flash. Like, I would be Ezra. That's his name. I would be really hard pressed to not try and make him Flash again, especially with everything that's still going down. Because if this movie sells well, I think we said this on the Winging It podcast, or it might have been Jill, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
If this movie sells well, that is just one more notch on his belt as to why they should keep him in the first place.
Gotcha. Yep. I agree. Yep. I definitely agree. Definitely. I'm really disheartened by just the mess that happened. You know, they started off rocky from the get go. With that Justice League situation, how they changed directors and they totally messed up the movie. You just don't get good. I mean, nothing good comes from that. And by them doing that, now you're stuck. Like you said, they're just releasing it because they spent so much money doing it. I'm even thinking of Peacemaker. I would just mention that. You know, that's on HBO Max or whatever. I think they were actually planning on kind of like, I guess, doing what Marvel is doing over at Disney, having like their TV series kind of link in and stuff like that. Because Peacemaker, that was actually successful and that was doing good, and they were talking about a season 2. They had some connections. They actually had somebody from the show on Black Adam. You know what I mean? It's gonna be unfortunate, especially how the end of Black Adam happened too. How they had like they're hinting that it's gonna be Black Adam versus Superman, which we know that's gonna be Black Adam versus Superman versus Shazam. You know, it's this whole little clash or whatever. But yeah, man, this is gonna be saddening just to see this just dwindle away, man. And but let's get into it, man. They got one of my favorite characters in it. I'm actually gonna start it from the beginning so we can watch it, and then if I need to pause again, I will.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere.
I like the suit. The suit's
Yeah.
Another timeline. Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Pretty sure that was Kristen Bale.
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again.
So
Time has a pattern.
this is Flashpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets. My face. You stole my face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be.
Bruce, I could fix things.
You can also destroy everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe.
Sorry. We've been waiting for you.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
Yeah. Hey, this our childhood right here. Yeah.
You're.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, that's definitely Christian Bale.
Yeah.
If I can't undo
there's
what I
two
did-
Batmans, 3 Batmans.
If I can't get back, there might not be a future.
Is that Kara?
What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
Oh yeah, that's Kara. Oh yeah.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
Yep.
I'm well, we're Barry.
Let's go.
Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are gonna want to see this.
What? Okay. All right. There you have it. So what you think about this as far as like having Kara in this thing now? So now we have 3 Batmans, 2 Flashes that we know of, and a Kara, a super person. How do you feel about this? Do you think she's Supergirl, or you think she's going to become Power Girl, or supposed to become Power Girl?
I think she should become Power Girl. I mean, you see the her like garbed in white when he takes on the thing, but then it's just her in her like crazy robe suit. But I think she should eventually become Power Girl. I feel like that. But then you see her in the Supergirl, Superman alternate costume. So, but I think it's about time for Power Girl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like Supergirl has had her time.
Mm-hmm.
Superman has obviously had his time.
Mm-hmm.
I
Time
think
for
it's
some new.
yeah. You know, not too many people know about Power Girl. You know,
Right.
I think it's a perfect time to just kind of move away from this is I think this is like a big opportunity for DC, because while Marvel, you know, we already have this talk about like Marvel replacing all the old, you know, superheroes, in my opinion, all the old Avenger people with girl versions of them, you know. This is a perfect time for them to be like, nah, she's not girl Superman. She's not even, you know, Supergirl. I mean, technically she is, but she's Power Girl, you know, the alternate universe version of her. So it's like, you got your own identity now. You know what I mean? Like you're not Wally from another universe. You're not Supergirl from another universe. You're Power Girl. Like you got a whole different name and a whole different suit and all of that. I think that's a great opportunity to do something like that, but we'll see.
Right. All right. I think the feed actually went out on Tube. Do you see us on YouTube?
Let me see. Oh, it says oh no. We got hit with the
Dang.
yeah, they got us.
Hey, but that's cool. Even though I did put the links and stuff like that. So
They're really like stricklers. And I can tell you, we're back.
We are.
Yep, we're back live.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we got hit. Sorry. We got hit with
sorry,
the
guys, sorry.
with
Probably
the
copyright
copyrights.
thing.
Yeah. And it was, I can guarantee you it was probably WB.
Yeah.
Because WB is real strictlers about copyright infringement. So even though regardless if we like put the links and like give them shout outs and do all that other stuff, you know, they'll
still get us, man.
Yeah, they'll take it over.
So learning curve, guys. Sorry for that. Definitely our thoughts on, I mean, I think you can still hear us. I don't know if you
Yeah, we're all the way live.
All right, yeah. So like I don't know if like you guys heard it, you know, the commentary that we was doing with the Flash, but we'll probably just kind of just do some bullet points, maybe a little later or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for overall, we're excited for the Flash movie coming out. They have some key elements. We have 3 Batmans, possibly 3 Flashes. We know there's 2.
Right.
There's possibly 3 Flashes in there. Hopefully, we'll get to see another Flash.
Bless
I
me.
was hoping. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, not necessarily Barry, but another particular Flash I would like to see. You know, definitely be the old man Flash. You know, Power Girl. They got General Zod back. That is so dope. That's one of my favorite characters too, man. So. I can't wait till that come out, man. I will actually go to the movies to see that. So that's exciting. It's just bad. It's too bad that that's going to be its only movie. You know what I mean? Like I would love to see the DCU or whatever you want to call it. I would love to see them just get it together and you know just continue making stuff. But it was just such a debacle. You know, at one point. You know, they just totally just dropped the ball on everything. People getting into legal situations, etc. So excited for that, and excited for that Guardians of the Galaxy. What about you, Sandstorm? Are you going to go to the movies for any of those?
So I won't see Flash day one. That's not going. I'm not going to say I'm not going to see it day one because I don't want to see it day one. It's just probably one of those things where it hasn't grabbed me to the point where I'm like, I got to see it day one. So I would probably see it like that weekend or maybe the weekend following. Guardians of the Galaxy, I try and see all my Marvel movies day one. Still haven't went to go see Ant-Man, so I guess I can't say all of them. But
I haven't either.
Yeah, it's more so timing than it is just like the want to go see them. So I would definitely, if I had the opportunity, I would see Flash day one, but I'm gonna definitely try and see it the first couple of weeks. Guardians of the Galaxy, like I said, I really want that day one. Probably not on Fast X or Fast 10. So yeah, so 2 yes and 1 eh.
Yeah.
If it shows up on Thanksgiving, you know, I'm not gonna not watch it, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. So that would do it for this episode. Thanks guys for coming through. Thank you, Sandstorm, for coming through. Sorry guys for that Flash cut off or whatever.
And now we know.
Now we know what we can do and what we can't do. So if you haven't took the time to subscribe to Sandstorm's YouTube channel, please go do so. Please follow us on Twitter. Please follow us on Instagram. And I think even Twitch. I am getting my Twitch together.
I was going to say we're on Twitch.
Follow us on those platforms. Again, I mentioned AMP. I am still working on that, so bear with me. There's also going to be some new things that we're going to do over here at this channel as well over at the Sandstorm channel. We are almost at 400 subscribers over at the Sandstorm Show. Let's get it. Yo, $40 gift card. Yo,
yes,
come on, guys. Get a part of this. You can be part of this raffle. You know what I mean? Free money, man. I mean, you know, you ain't got to work too hard. The only thing you got to do is subscribe, like, you know, throw you in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a raffle over here as well. But I actually want to wait until I get maybe 25 people. You know, like subscribers and stuff like that. I'm very low. I'm very new. Hey, I'm going to start from the bottom up. Start from the bottom. Now we here. That's what we do all the time. That's what Sandstorm did. That's what I got to do. Let's get it. So, without further ado, anything you want to say before we head out?
Tomorrow we're gonna probably have a double Stormcast.
Okay.
Is the way that it's gonna turn out because I got some people itching for more Hogwarts stuff. Plus, Vito and I are talking about Hogwarts Legacy as well. So you're gonna have a whole day of Hogwarts stuff coming on the Stormcast tomorrow. So make sure you show up for that. Sunday we have a Winging It podcast. Sunday at 7:00 p.m. Make sure you go over to Jay Fleming's channel. Actually, it's not Jay Fleming anymore. It's under Winging It podcast. So easiest way for you to find out, Winging IT podcast. Make sure you go over there. Subscribe to all those people too.
Please.
That's the fam.
Twitter as well. You know, they social media sites.
And Twitter. Yes,
Instagram.
and Instagram. Yep,
definitely.
And then we got the Jill podcast on Mondays, which usually I'm a part of. It's weird because I'm a guest, but like I'm like the most frequent guest that you could possibly have. So, make sure you show up for that as well at 7:00. And that one's a little bit longer, so it lasts from 7 to at least 9 or 9:30. So make sure you go over there and subscribe to all of them as well. But make sure you hit the like button on this video, guys. Get the video, get the likes up on the video,
please.
And as well, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to Vito and the Vitoverse.
Please. Hey, we trying to do it. Hey, real talk. We're trying to hit that 100 subscribers. Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir.
I have a special surprise for that winner, for that drawing. So I'm not going to announce what it is yet. Let's get to 25, then I'll announce, guys. Until then, man. Yo, peace.